world. 3 hours and 20 minutes ago, the final 7 destinations that have been on the red list were taken off. Travellers arriving from parts of the Caribbean, Central and Southern America will no longer have to quarantine, but the government will, for now, retain hundreds of rooms in case countries need to be added to the list in the future. Now, on the line is Julia Labuso, the Chief Executive of the Advantage Travel Partnership. Good morning to you.
Hello, Andy. How are you?
I'm fine and dandy. Thanks for joining us on the show this morning. So how has business been since the restrictions started to be lifted?
Definitely much better to where we came from. If you think about the 20 months now, we've had really significant restrictions in place for travel. And really over the last couple of months, we've slowly started to see different elements of restriction ease. So testing has changed. As you talked about there, we've seen more countries come off the red list. And from this morning, as of now, actually, we have no countries on a UK basis on the red list, which is fantastic. And it's fair to say travel now, international travel, is really all about your vaccination status. That really determines how you can travel back into the UK, but also how other destination countries accept you from a testing perspective and what restrictions are on you.
And on that note then, are the rules clear for what people need to do before they travel?
I think the problem we've come from a situation where pre-pandemic, if any of us wanted to travel, we'd probably look at the weather, we'd probably look at how long the flight was, what could we do in resort. The situation is very different. Before we even think about that, we have to think about what rules am I going to have to abide with to come back into the UK, because it does vary, depends on your vaccination status. And secondly, what is my vaccination status, and therefore which countries will allow me to enter freely. So it is complex, it is complicated. You've just got to be able to navigate through the different questions you now have to ask yourself, which you never used to have to ask before.
But is there some good that can come out of this situation? Because before the pandemic, and I was guilty of it as the next person. I would do it all myself. I would book my flights myself, book my accommodation myself, because it was cheaper. It was cheaper in the long. But since all of this has happened, going to a travel agent it's kind of like it's their problem, isn't it? You say, I want to go here. What do I need to do? Get it all sorted for me. And so is it going to be a resurgence for the travel agent?
Absolutely. We've seen that already. We really have, Andy. You're absolutely spot on. None of us would probably attempt to try and change a leaking pipe if we had one in our house. And therefore, travel needs an expert. What travel agents have is they have access to actually really great offers, really great pricing that they're not always in the public domain, but they're there to hold your hand, they're there to guide you, they're here to help you with all the paperwork, they're there to take the stress out. And also what we have certainly seen is with changes in restrictions happening all the time, they're there to help you if something happens in resort and you need to find your way around. They're there to help and guide you. So they are absolutely you should not be travelling without using a professional travel agent who can support you right the way through your journey.
What are the popular destinations then for the winter sun this season? Come on, give me some ideas on where I need to be going.
Oh, well, listen, once you've sorted out your travel agent, you need to then look at the Canary Islands, fantastic, destination for this time of year. Dubai, Dubai is, beautiful sunshine, great destination to go for if you want to go for kind of a short break. But even venture further afield now, South Africa, you can look at the Caribbean. But as I say, before you look at any of those, think about your vaccination status, think about the rules in resort, because even though the UK government have taking us off the red list, it doesn't mean it's easy to enter some of these destinations. But there is now a world of opportunity that is available for travellers looking for sunshine or looking to reunite with family and friends. My friend,
funny enough, has just gone to Barbados, and they went with the family, and their boy got, because you have to get tested for COVID there, and the boy got tested positive, so they had to go and stay in their villa on the beachfront. They had gates all around that were locked, and you have to pay for the security that keep an eye on you, so you don't go walkabouts. It's pretty. Barbados are really, really strict on it over there, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's again another good point. Travel insurance. You need to check your travel insurance, because it's one thing, testing positive in resort and having to spend time in a managed facility, but also making sure that your costs are covered through adequate travel insurance, which there is. There is COVID-related insurance now. So, yeah, travel's different. It's definitely not impossible, but you have to really know what you're looking for and make sure that you've got that expertise supporting you as well.
How much more is that insurance, though? Have prices gone up on that?
It just depends. It really does depend. I mean, there are so many different types of insurance, like our home insurance. We can bolt on. So there isn't a standard. So there are different bolt-on insurances you can provide. Again, depends on your vaccination status, depends on where you're going. So again, just engage with a professional that can help you with that. But they do vary.
Julia, lovely to talk to you. You have given me my winter sun because Tara, my boss, and BBC Three Counties won't let me go on holiday. I'm not allowed to go on holiday. So you are my winter sun. So thank you very much.
Well, I think Tara needs to talking to, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on a minute. He takes no notice of me, Julia, anyway. He practically has a holiday every fortnight.
Julia, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. That was Julia Bue-Said, who's the